Hello. So, I'm not even gonna lie. When I came into this spreading the message ministry thing, I was biased. Because from a woman's standpoint, I could tell you how I feel, what I thought, all of these things. Then a little bit, I experienced a little bit more life, alright? Some things I put myself in, situations. It's a lot of broken men out here. They either don't realize it, don't want to admit it, or don't want to address it because of pride. Of the I'm a man type thing. Everybody hurt. Everybody grew up with a certain level of dysfunction. Everybody, okay? So, a man to me is a man that admits that, a man that knows that, a man that sees it, and a man that works on it. But I can still only speak for a woman. I can say what I see in a man and his actions and what he's not saying, but saying through body language to what he says. But I can only speak for me. And my journey of self-discovery really started when I left my ex-husband. Now, I met him when I was 16. Had 3 girls. And I left him when I was 25. But one, he couldn't stop cheating. For 2, he couldn't treat me right. And for 3, the level of dysfunction of his family, I couldn't subject my girls to that. Because as parents, we are in control of the level of dysfunction that our kids experience. And if you do not see the dysfunction in your family, you will pass them traits on to your kids. I couldn't do that. Not anybody I was responsible for. So, lived after 10 years, and I went back to the prison. I worked at the prison before, and it was okay. It's not an ideal job. I had a child at 18, and I graduated. I need to make some money. And that's when I first discovered the mind. I just say it as the mind. It's a lot of deep thinkers in the prison. And that fascinated me. It really did. It was like where the mind can go when you allow it, when you get over self and you really focus. Like, the mind is a beautiful thing. So the first time I was pretty quiet. I just did my job and went about my business. When I left my ex-husband and I went back, now we'll cover later on in another video everything I went through in that relationship with the cheating and the me getting closer to God and everything like that. But needless to say, I got in the word heavy because I needed to figure out what was going on. That couldn't just be life. I was in deep depressions, thoughts of suicide, just horrible. I was in a horrible place for years. My oldest was getting older, going to school, all of that. I was just sitting outside one day. I was like, this can't be what life is all about. I don't want my kids to feel this. I don't want my kids to know this. I don't want to subject them to that anymore. So after countless times of trying, I got tired of trying. I figured it's best for them for me to go versus staying there in misery and generational curses. So for me to find out on my journey who I am, why I made the decisions I made, all of that type of things, I started reading. I started reading self-help books. I started reading books from therapists, all that type of stuff. And a lot of books helped to counsel me But one thing I did notice about every book that I read, it was parts of the Bible I can refer to. So it's like they read the Bible, they took what fed them, they changed the words, they put it in their own, and then they taught people. The Bible teaches therapists, the Bible teaches authors. The Bible is the teacher. That's all I can say about it. Every self-help book, therapist book, get from the gaslight to emotional detox, you can refer a lot of it from the Bible. You're like, man, that sound like from the Word. They take the Word, they change it into a format that they can deliver it to their audience, and then the audience gets it. But if the audience don't know the Word, they just take it from the book. It's from the Word. I'm trying to tell you, it got me through a lot. It got me through a lot, and I go over that further in more videos, details, what I went through, what I was thinking at the time. I feel like this is it. This just, because my thinking was like right here. It was like this. It just kept going like the only way I could picture is a hamster on a wheel going in a circle. You doing all the work you can, but you ain't going nowhere. Before you know it, the beginning right there at the beginning again. You ain't going nowhere. All you doing is breaking the sweat. That's where my thinking was at. I had to get past that. And then I covered the things I need to get past that. You may not need to do that. But that's what I did, okay? I am almost 29 now. I gave 10 years to a relationship and a marriage with my 3 kids, and it sat me down. I didn't go from high school to life. I went from high school to life in a different way. I was pregnant as a senior. And then, so I didn't get to experience life how normal people would experience life. What is normal? What is normal? And I needed it. That's what I needed. I needed to be sat down in 10 years to figure out what life was all about, instead of just going out there and experiencing it. I know I still experienced some. It didn't put me into what a lot of other people experience, but I experienced enough to know. Okay? All right. So you know better, you do better, right? So, that being said, that's all I'm going to give you right now. And then I'm going to slowly break it down further and further. You ain't never arrived. That's all I can tell you. You always can grow. Always can grow. When you feel like you stop growing, you're doomed. You never stop growing in this lifetime. Do you really think the God that we serve gave us everything there is needed to know in this world? Exposed us to all of it. It's not. So when you feel like you know it all, reevaluate your thinking, because you don't. It's more to know. It's more areas to grow in, to build up, to elevate. Quit letting people decide for you who you are. You are who God created you to be. Figure that out. Stop worrying about what other people think you should be. You should be doing. You should say. You should look like. And at one point in time I thought that. But now I don't give a rat's behind what people think about me. As long as what God thinks about me lines up, I'm good. People can take their ideas and all their opinions, and I ain't gonna say the word, okay? But they can keep them on themselves. You are who God said you are, and that's all you need to say. You don't need no explanation. I is who I is. If you don't like it, okay. I tell people all the time, it is a love-hate relationship with me. Either you gonna love me or you gonna hate me. There's no in between. And if you hate me, it's something within yourself, because I give you no reason to hate me. I'm all about positive. There's always a positive in every negative you go through. And if you don't believe that, then the enemy got control over your mind. I know that because at one point he had it over mine. We'll talk about that later on why I say that. But if you cannot find the positive in any negative, the enemy got control over your mind. And you are a parasite. Just think about it. Look within yourself. Monitor your thoughts. Monitor your thinking. That's where it is at. Everything is in your thoughts. Everything. Think about it. Think before you speak. Like, how hard is that? To just think. Should I say that? You can't take words back. I used to be a dealer. Give it to me, I'll deal with it. Give it to me, I'll deal with it. I don't want you to feel any type of way, so give it to me, I'll deal with it. That eats you up. Whether it eats you up then or eats you up later, you think about it. You get a quiet moment or something happen, and you start thinking about what they said about you. Is it true? Could it be true? Well, I could. No. It only matters what God thinks about you. Don't start playing into what people think about you, because people have motives. People have agendas on your life. It's not God agendas, not an agenda at all. It's just what's going to benefit them. Nope. Life is too short. We've been in the end of time since Jesus came as a baby. So we long overdue. Who you gonna please? Like I said, Jesus Christ and pumpkin spice, baby. Stop giving in to man. Man is just like me and you. If you can't fully be who you are and they accept it, you're not for them. You're not their cup of tea. Maybe they don't like tea. I give people sugar diabetes with my tea. Maybe they like it more bitter. Maybe they like their artificial sweetener. But not over here. I am done tiptoeing around who God made me to be to please egos. No. Can't even do it. Can't even entertain the idea no more. I used to. But everything we've been through in life gets us to the moment that we're in right now. You are born for such a time as this. Sugar. So, I don't regret nothing I went through, but I refuse to keep going through it. I refuse to keep being distracted. I refuse to not live up to the person that God put me here to be, to touch who I need to touch in my corner of the world. And I got kids now, so one of them old women now, you know. Sugar. No, I'm just playing. But my kids watch me. So I gotta think, what am I showing them? What am I telling them to be? Because when I move, you move, like Ludacris said. They over there, just like that. When I move, you move, just like that. They following me. So if I let my flesh lead me, or if I let the lies of the enemy, what the enemy says, lead me, I would never live up to the full potential that the Lord called me to be for his purpose. And I won't be raising little girls after God's own heart. No enemy got no ground over here. Ever. For never, never. For never, never. For never, never. So, I make this video to tell y'all, hi, Shauna Lynn, and I'm no longer distracted. I am no longer distracted. The same thing that I fed when I worked at a prison, I was like a guard ministry. I just talked to everybody about Jesus. I'm going to now give to y'all. Whether it's from a woman's standpoint, whether it's from a mother's standpoint, whether it's from I see so many men out here hurting. The pride won't let them admit it, and they hurt other people. And then women are getting so cold hearted that they becoming to get the mindset of a man. Don't let the enemy do it. That's all he wants. Steal, kill, destroy. So, we're not going to do it. Amen. Hallelujah. Holy Ghost. We're not going to allow it. So, until next time, my brothers and sisters, I'm out. On a side note, stop becoming vulnerable to broken people. Stop it. Be patient. I'm telling you all of this because I did it. I was not patient. I was vulnerable to broken people. Every relationship I've been in has been with a broken individual. So I had to think within myself, what is still broken that I keep manifesting and being like a magnetic gravitational pull to other broken people. Broken people can help broken people. We have to be whole. Stay away from broken people. And if you are broken, don't put yourself out there. Do some self-work. Keep doing self-work. Just be focused on what you are focused on, what your mission is. Focus on that. And when things need to come, the Lord will present it. The Lord will let it come. But quit being vulnerable to broken people. Recipe for disaster. A lot of people don't know they're broken. A lot of people don't want to realize they're broken. A lot of people don't want to admit that they are broken. Because I'm perfect. I'm perfect. Nobody was perfect with Jesus. At all. So, if you're going through life with that mindset alone, you broken. Because you're not perfect. Everybody's been broken. But anybody who thinks that they are perfect and nothing wrong with them, they're the most broken. Because they don't see it. They're broken somewhere. So, my last message for today is, do not become vulnerable to broken people. Figure out why you're broken. Let God make that whole. Then you can be your full self.